Forgetful raindrops, heavenly teardrops dance their delicately choreographed wake-up concert across the pulled-over covering adorning my semi-sleeplessness. And for a brief moment, I forget that I'm still homeless and still struggling, probably with diminished capacity to rise up. Against the linear weight of social, economic, and political hypocrisy, of contradiction, inefficiency, apathy, manipulation, and misuse, gravitated by the internalization of the debilitating pressure of negative conceptualizations, insinuations, and maladministrated programs, we endeavor to escape the incarcerating clutches of our negative homeless connotations. These media-sized negative images result in so-called homeless programs laced with unnecessary poverty guilt punishments, giving rise to conscious and or unconscious societal self and peer obstructions at every level. Accordingly, we struggle to survive the misconcepts that anchor our collective and individual demise, emanating from dreams deferred, derailed, and destroyed by forces of far and near, within and without, disenfranchising and dispiriting the downtrodden masses within our own boundaries. We strive to let our smoldering spirit again rise and soar amidst lofty opportunities of a changed society whose statuesque ambassador of liberty beckoned our arrival. Like the legendary phoenix from the ashes of our depressingly designed existence, we seek varied and viable opportunities to stage our social and psychological rehabilitation and renaissance, including artistic, entertainment, communication, entrepreneurial, and educational options. To this end, we present an artistic preview of the Cosmic Essence Movement art system, shaped by the realities and myths of living homeless in America, symbolizing the striving souls of the homeless with our diverse personalities as we ready ourselves to reach for the stars. Cosmic Essence is a movement art system with implications for martial, occupational, spiritual, sexual, artistic, health, and philosophical endeavors. It is not interested in a competitive, comparative relationship with other movement systems, but rather pursues an evolutionary, developmental association with the cosmos. The visible martial art movements spiritually emanate from the audible psychic polyrhythms via the physics of the human body and the self-defense perceptions of the human mind, repeatedly returning to its rhythmic source of nothingness where impossibility becomes reality, to enhance and be enhanced, emanating again, passing through parts of various known martial art systems such as Kung Fu, Karate, Capioera, kickboxing, etc. It draws from and wanders through several individual boxing styles such as Ali, Lewis, Marciano, Frazier, Duran, Tyson, etc., while ascribing the ever-growing, never-ceasing, cyclical, and sometimes supernatural extraterrestrial paths explored by Sun Ra. These movements, predominantly created and owned in homelessness, reflect and symbolize the struggling spirit of homeless souls seeking viable opportunities for betterment, while fending off the varied overt and covert forces that combine to keep them down and disenfranchised. We appeal to a mature, enlightened society to outgrow the traditional violence-inducing, jail-oriented, impervious, stopgap, squeaky wheel methods and adopt a projected, administrative, political position of developing serious, effective programs with sincere, appropriately qualified personnel before the obviously emerging problem of homelessness in America becomes a needlessly misadministrated tragedy, whereby disenfranchised homeless citizens have to determine whether in the course of their subhuman homeless events, the time has come to dissolve ad infinitum. We hold these truths to be self-evident that homeless citizens in this society, regardless of their economic status, merit comprehensive programs for re-enfranchisement reflective of the leadership position of this country in the civilized world as a preventative pre-thought rather than a reactionary afterthought. To this end, we propose a national task force to study existing homeless remedies with an eye towards proposing affirmative resolutions for this rapidly growing problem, thereby moving us closer to becoming a nation of the people, by the people, and for the people, homeless too.
A social solstice. Miss Reality, look what you've done to me. Lord, my soul, don't forsake the rest of me. Temper your apathy, take the time to look and see. Miss Reality, look what you've done to me. Lord, my soul, don't forsake the rest of me. Temper your apathy, take the time to look and see.
Beckoned by that statuesque ambassador of gracious hospitality, surrounded by lofty concepts of individual impartiality, entangled amidst the hypocrisies of society's ambiguities, mired in involuntary lines of programmatic realities, i.e. pimping actualities, sheltered inside by random personnel with warehouse mentalities, or housed outside on weathered streets of impending social fatalities. We strive to reclaim our economically stripped humanity that we may fly our kaleidoscopic ways again. While we're therapeutically pursuing happiness and security, attempting to retain our unisocially besieged sanity, don't try to hide, disguise, or illegalize me. From your hearts and minds, help me reconstruct warm, dignified liberty. Don't reject, research, resent, reproach, or project on me to collectively escape our haunting, unnecessary vagrancy. For we can only afford to be addicted to the crumbs of administrative poverty. Miss Reality, look what you've done to me. Lord, my soul, don't forsake the rest of me. Temper your apathy. Take the time to look and see, that we may fly our kaleidoscopic ways again, and we shall radiate our spectral rays as we begin. implosion, time absorption, mind emotion, self-immersion, life implosion. Reality is fashionable and fleeting. It comes and goes as minds begin deleting. The things in life that still require creating, that we have placed in words that sound defeating. We need a place where we can realize that impossibility is new reality. Impossibility is new reality. Impossibility is new reality. Contradictions blending, cessations never ending. Senses comprehending, actualities impending. No more sad pretending where we can see all that we can be. Time absorption, mind emotion, self-immersion, life implosion. Time absorption, mind emotion, self-immersion, life implosion. Absorption de tiempo, emoción de la mente, auto-immersión, implosión de la vida. This homeless thing is cold and alienating. It comes about as minds are still debating the way to give some help to those who are still needing, yet deficient enough to be sufficiently degrading that one could not have comfort here remain, yet deficient enough to be sufficiently degrading that one could not have comfort here remain, yet deficient enough to be sufficiently degrading that one could not have sanity remain. Time of abortion, mind erosion. Girlfriend thinks I should accept the indignities associated with homelessness. She naively considers them paranoid delusions or a reason to join the fun because she doesn't want to believe such a state of being could exist in America. She's not the only one. Maybe that's why she is no longer my girlfriend and I'm alone to deal with this dilemma. Besides, I'm not budgeted to include human relationships anyway. Realities and myths, living homeless in America, symbolizing the striving souls of the homeless with our diverse personalities as we ready ourselves to reach for the stars.